Monday morning. I hope everybody enjoyed the weekend safe. And it's starting another week in America's term. Another week. Another work week. Let's today I want to deal with the Sabbath. One of IUIC favorite subject or favorite thing to hold against everybody else that don't necessarily observe the Sabbath. Let's deal with this. And it seems like that's pretty much the only thing that they want to focus on and hold to. Anybody that work on the Sabbath, anybody do they disobeying God. Then they look at the dietary law. We might get to that today. We might not. But the Sabbath is their number one thing. They condemn everybody that works on the Sabbath. Yeah, they do that. But but we supposed to believe that as large as IUIC is, and whatever other branch of the Hebrew Israelite is in America, from the West Coast to the East Coast, North, South, we supposed to believe that everybody in that organization don't work on a Saturday. Everybody have their own business. Everybody have what they can call their own shops. Nobody have to work for the man. Nobody have to work for a corporation in here in America. Nobody in their organization. Only, they are totally exempt. Now, I don't know what is their total number of membership here in America with all of them, but we are supposed to believe that all of them don't do anything on the Sabbath as far as work. Really? Okay. Maybe the higher ups, the bishops and whatever, don't have to work because they living off y'all money. They just, in many ways, they just like the traditional church. They damn condemn, slam the traditional churches for their practices. But they do the same thing. You can tell that by communicating to their weak followers. They don't know nothing. They just follow behind their leaders just like the weak people in the traditional churches. But they are more so built on hate. And there's a lot of people in the United States, black, colored, people of color, that harbor hate. Somebody sent me a message the other day, well, you just hate your people because just said, concerning what I said about Jesus or something, the color of Jesus, you hate your people. It ain't the fact that I hate my people. Got nothing to do with it. It's the fact of trying to see the truth. See how they quick to close their eyes to the truth? I did a couple videos where I'm just showing the pages of the Bible. I'm reading the Bible, and they can see the Bible. And they still say, well, you hate your people, just say you do. Now, this is an organization that's still going around telling people they are disobeying God by marrying outside their race. They are disobeying God by eating pork and everything else they're considered to be unclean. They're telling people, Nathaniel is telling people, that is God's law. But under the God laws that were given to the Hebrew Israelite, Anybody that was caught doing stuff like that or found out to be doing something, they had to be punished to death. They had to be taken before the committee, whoever God had to set up. They had to be taken for them people and tried and put to death. Stoned to death. Taken to the edge of the city and stoned to death under those laws. See, they don't want to talk about that. They'll attack you. They'll come in and say little get a little comment, whatnot. Then you very rarely get a conversation out of them. So, Exodus 20. Verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. Verse 9. 6 days thou shalt labor and do all thine work. Verse 10. But the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt not do any work. Thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thou manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates. For in 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth, the sea, and all that in them. All that in them is, and rested the 7th day. Wherefore the Lord blessed the Sabbath day and hollowed it out, and hollowed it. Okay. He told him, remember the Sabbath day and keep it holy. Okay. Now, this is commandment that were given directly to the Hebrew Israelite via Moses. A lot of this stuff didn't come down. These commandments didn't start coming down till after the children of Israel evolved into a world of sin. That's when these commandments came down. Now, let's go to Exodus 31. Again, them commandments didn't start coming down until after the children of Israel started indulging in sin. And it wasn't too long after God brought them out of the land of Egypt. Exodus 31. 13. Speak thou also unto the children of Israel, saying, verily my Sabbath ye shall keep, for it is a sign between me and you throughout your generations, that ye may know it, that ye may know that I am the Lord that doeth sanctify you. Ye shall keep the Sabbath, therefore it is holy unto you. Everyone that defileth it shall surely be put to death. Everyone that defileth it shall surely be put to death. For whosoever doeth any work therein, that soul shall be cut off from among his people. This is talking about those who violated the Sabbath. The scripture just said right here, they shall be put to death. Now, this is the stuff they don't talk about. I just told somebody one of them ICU followed today about the 613 laws. What 613? First you said the laws have been done away with. Then I said, well, you're gonna keep the Sabbath, you gotta keep all 600. Then we replied back, what 613 law? This is what IUIC is producing. This is the type of stuff they are producing. They want to talk about the laws. The law, they quick to holler, the laws ain't been done away with. The laws ain't been done away with. Okay. If y'all want to hold to them laws, y'all got to hold to all the laws. What we require. See, they ignored it. Even Pastor Dow. I called Pastor Dow up a while back in it. He claimed to be IUIC or Hebrew Israelite tribe of Judah. But he support interracial marriage. He even have many different ethnic, whatever they call back in about, natives in his congregation. Why? If he hold to God's laws that were given to the Hebrew Israelite, why does he have them people in his congregation? And why does he support interracial marriage? Something to think about. Something to think about. They can't be going to heaven according to the law, according to the law. Anybody that marry outside their race considered dirty, defiled, and they have to be put to death, just like right here. Anybody that violated the laws that were given to them had to be put to death. God just said right here. Surely to be put to death. Surely be put to death. Everyone that defileth it shall surely be put to death. For whosoever doeth any work therein, that soul shall be cut off from among his people. That was considered evil. They had to get rid of evil. That woman that was caught in the act of adultery, she had to be stoned to death. Now, she could be divorced, but anybody was forbidden. She was forbidden to remarry or fornicate. Could nobody touch her after she divorced. She's supposed to be stoned to death. And that's why Jesus said, he without sin catch the first stone. They had the right to stone her to death under them laws. See, I see you, they don't want to talk about stuff like that. Even dealing with a woman in her virginity. When she got married, if their husband found her to be defiled after they consummated their marriage, she could be put to death. They had direct proof. When they consummated their marriage, them tokens had to be in there. Them virginity tokens had to be in that cloth. If it wasn't, that means she had committed a sin. She had defiled herself. They don't talk about stuff like that. Now, here's another thing they don't talk about. Let's go to the book of Matthew. Matthew 12. Matthew 12. They won't talk about the Sabbath, right? They hold to the Sabbath, right? It's funny. A while back, I had a conversation with somebody, and IUIC, they seem to kind of skipped over this. They skipped well over this. Matthew 12. At that time, Jesus went on the Sabbath day through the corn, and his disciples were hungry and began to pluck the ears of corn and to eat. Now, God just laid it out in Exodus about them not working, their cattle's not working, nobody working. He laid it out. And that and then all they had was the way they worked were by agriculture. That was they work, farming. It ain't like they got up and went punched the time clock. It's not like they went up and went downtown to the corporate offices. It's not like they went and put their badges on, became polices and stuff like that. So their main source of income, what they were farmers. They raised cattle. That's all they had. But when the Pharisees saw it, they said unto him, Behold, thy disciples do that which is not lawful to do upon the Sabbath day. So right there, they condemned Jesus, accused Jesus of breaking the Sabbath when he healed the blind man. Then they accused him of breaking the law again when they went through the field plucking corn to eat. I brought this to one that they try to get around it. It's not. It wasn't a sin to do good. Jesus broke the law. On one hand, Jesus didn't break the law, and on the other hand, yeah, he did. But he did that to do good. He healed somebody, whatnot. Okay, but he still broke the law. If he didn't, they wouldn't accuse him of doing it. He still broke the Sabbath day law. See what I'm saying? So I think I'm gonna end off right there for right now. Read one more verse. But he said unto them, Have ye not read what David did when he was an hungered, and they were with him? We dealing with the Sabbath.